because I want to save this.
All right. We are back, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to restart my PC restarted for whatever reason. I had some kind of weird ass hardware error.
Figure it out later.
Anywho. All right, so we should be back. We should be back. I'm actually about to fix that.
It could have been a driver somewhere.
Right.
Woo.
Right, exactly. Those darn drivers. Anyway, they need to slow down.
Yeah, random thing on the yard. I need to figure out how to save Instagram
Oh, okay. So what was I forgot we were
audio
talking.
message. I think you saw it because I think you.
Oh, yep, there he goes. Is that me? Okay, no, it's not me. Okay, we are back. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, see, that's what I expected to happen.
Right, there it goes. I was waiting for it.
So yeah, random thing on the yard. I think you liked the story I posted about it, but one band that I've never got to meet or do anything with, band Ocean's 8 Alaska, dope band. Their
Okay.
drummer is insane. Name's Chris Turner.
Okay.
He does some solo stuff, and I know I've showed them to you before.
Right. You have.
But he was looking for some artists to do some work. I messaged him, and I have a voicemail or voice message from him saying that he likes my work and he's gonna stay in touch. And I want to be able to save that because that dude is like one of my favorite drummers, hands down.
Right. Hey, I like I said, I hope that happens for you. Hey, if that happens, I know you'd be happy too.
I mean, he's working on a fairly big project from what I understand, so he doesn't really have the extra funds. So he was seeing if he could find an artist that's up for doing some stuff and willing to. I mean, at that point, that's one of those moments where you're like, yeah, I'll take that exposure because that's a lot of eyes.
Right. So yeah, that infinite, but see, if you were talking to a group of people on the internet, they'll be like, no, don't take it because it's not, you're not getting paid. And I'm like, oh, like that whole exposure thing, like this is in any art form, right? You all, especially like with music and stuff too, like that whole, the whole exposure debate, I guess that's what we'll call it. It's always been it's an interesting one because it's like people are like, oh, well, you don't want to ever do your stuff for free, but then at some point,
it's all about being smart about which jobs you take to do for the exposure, I think.
Yeah, that part. I'm about to say, because if it's worth it, like I think a lot of people that say don't do that stuff for free, a lot of times they're folks that are just jaded, and I get it because I've been in that position too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
I've been taken advantage of. I've talked about that before, where I've gotten taken advantage of from people, and and I don't go around certain places or whatever because I don't feel like being taken advantage of. But at some point, you're gonna do something. At some point, you're gonna have to do a couple of free things, and people are gonna have to. You're gonna have to test your work or whatever in order to get paid. So I mean, it's a very it's an understanding. If you're smart
about it too, it could turn into a permanent job or a good job.
Right. Exactly. Like for example, like people have talked so much shit about like, and we've kind of seen it with Eric July, right? With the Eric July situation, and it ties in to the art because of the art contest and stuff. And people were complaining about that part specifically, and I'm like, yo, like, no, he's not taking from y'all. He's made it clear that he's not taking from y'all. This is what it is. Like and the winner gets a potential either basically gets like commission work, and you'll be set. I forgot the actual rewards for it, but she'll get set for it. And I'm like,
the rewards are pretty nuts.
Right. And I even like that's why I was like, I reached out to you and I was like, bro, you need to go try this. Try it.
Yeah, I would have, but like I told you, I don't know if my style would be right for it, and I didn't really read the first one, so I wouldn't know what I'm doing.
Right. No, and that's fair. That's totally understandable. Like I was just like, yo, dude, just like, I'm trying to no, just get up in there, dog. Get up in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Get up
I
in there.
appreciate it.
That's buddy for you, dog. You ain't gotta worry about shit.
Yeah.
You be good for a minute, man. Like, but no, but I just honestly, when it comes down to this art, man, it's like I don't know, like it's a lot. I know a lot of people when it comes down to art, like a lot of times, like I've seen different discussions about different things when it comes to artists, like when it comes to like paying up front versus doing a couple of test runs and stuff like that. I think it really boils down to customer service, and I think that's one of the things that you personally have to be able to know the business, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Have a work on your customer service skills, I guess. If that makes sense.
In a way, yeah. Because I guess I do things a little bit different. 'Cause I know a lot of artists will take the commission. They'll be like, the universal thing is like half up front and then half after, when you show them the final and they approve it. But like I
Right.
will, and they'll do the commission and it'll be good. It'll be great. But it's like they'll do the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Like you'll be like, yeah, I like the sketch, and they'll just do the whole thing, and then send you back a finished. I send my clients like progress shots through the whole thing.
Right.
So before I go to the next step, it will already be approved, and this cuts down on a lot of headache.
Right. And it also encourages communication. So
Right.
yeah, and it prevents people from it basically prevents people from whatchamacallit, like from basically just be like, okay, set it and forget it type shit, because sometimes people do that and they'll forget. Because I remember when I had my when I had my commission with Tansel, I kind of forgot. That was which was kind of my fault, really. But like we talked about it and then I just like kind of forgot, and I didn't check my email.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
another reason why I'm not big on using email. I prefer like Messenger so that I get the notification, because the emails suck sometimes.
Yeah, they do. And because sometimes like when you look at your emails, you be getting weird ass emails and shit. But no, like yeah, it encourages that communication, and it definitely does a good thing. And it's like sometimes because you get different types of customers, of course, with anything. The customers that are like, that are anal about everything is kind of like, I know those probably suck. They're like, okay, well, why is this dude's pinky, big, or this dude's pinky's a little bit too big. This is a little too small. Like it's like, bro, okay, chill, dog. Like, especially it sucks when they're not paying like that.
Yeah, I find the way that I do things cuts that down a little bit, which is nice.
Right.
So my commission process is like there's a lot of steps, but it's the same concept through the whole thing.
Okay.
So what we'll do is the first step, I'll use the 3D models on Clip Studio to figure out a pose, so I don't have to keep sketching out different poses and having it look weird. I can just pose a 3D model, take some screenshots, send it, and we can figure out from there what the pose is.
Right.
And this is before the first half of the payment too. And then if we find a pose I like, I'll do usually a few rough sketches, unless it's something simple. Like this one, he saw the pose, he's like, yeah, I want that one, and then we were solid on all the details, like the clothes and all that.
Yeah.
So really didn't need more than one pose or sketch, but sometimes the client will pick out, two or three or maybe even four poses. I'll do a quick rough sketch over them. We'll go over them again and decide from there. And then once the rough sketch is approved, that's when I ask for the first half.
Okay.
That way, I haven't done a whole lot of work. It's just posing 3D models, which takes, I mean, and realistically, it takes like 10, 20 minutes, but sometimes, you get you get lost going around on asset stores and posing and playing with stuff and making your 3D models twerk. But and the sketch doesn't take long, and once we figure it out, we got the one sketch done, and we've narrowed it down to the one sketch. This here is the line art that I'm working on.
Right.
For this one. Chances are, after that, it's usually pretty quick. The line art takes a little bit because I'm still kind of filling in spots, like this spot here is still, like, I know it comes down here, but I still kind of have to flesh it out a little.
Right.
And then just the second half, the pay, I just ask that it gets to me before I send you the final.
Okay.
And then after the line art, I send it for approval. That way, again, if something looks off, we can change it, work on it.
Right.
Fixed it. And this, like those clients that you were talking about that were a little anal about everything.
Yeah.
This kind of cuts down on that a little bit because they see it in each phase, like, oh, well, that kind of looks a little off. Can we fix that? Yeah. I mean, and I don't have to charge extra because it's not going to take me that long because we're on that stage.
Right. Exactly. Right.
And then,
so what do you do? This is a question. What do you do? Like when you say for example, because I know it's happened at least once or twice, and I know it's happened with me with music and stuff, or with other things like other graphic stuff that I've done for people. Like, say for example, like you get something and a mistake happens, like, and you just so happen to notice it after the fact. How do you go about that?
You mean like I've done rendered everything?
Yeah, rent everything, and everything looks fine. Everything looks great until like there's like a mistake that you just so happen to miss, and it's kind of like a glaring one.
That happened recently. 1 second, let me pull up the piece that it happened on. So, I was working on I have one client that comes back to me like right after another.
Right.
He's the Fantasy Online guy.
Oh yeah.
He draws his characters from that.
Right, the one that makes you draw all the designs and stuff in the dresses. All the ruffles and the feathers.
Seeing it on here, but yeah, I don't see it in this. I don't know where, but I can pull it up on the 1 second. I keep like all of my project my commission stuff.
As you should. Honestly, as you should.
It's Raven. I don't know if this is. No, that's the new one. This one. Okay, yeah, this one's. There we go.
Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. So, I had everything done.
Right.
All of it. And me and him both failed to notice that I didn't do this earring.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Thankfully, all I had to really do was go in and draw over top of it.
Okay.
But the way that I normally do is I'll pull up the one I just finished so you can see like the layers. Because that's the exact reason why I do things in the layer system.
Right. Always work in layers, kids. Always work in layers. Always. Because you can always go back to it later.
Exactly.
Now that, I like that one. That was actually really good.
Yeah, this one turned out really nice.
Yeah, I know the ruffles were like a pain in the ass. I know that would.
I'm actually getting a lot better at it.
I feel you. I feel it.
So, again, I have colors in a separate thing.
Right.
Have the background in a separate thing. Colors are in a separate thing.
Right.
So, like, if we notice something was wrong in like the line art, like I forgot to draw something or I got a detail wrong in all this gold here,
Yeah.
I can just hide the colors, go in with the line art and fix
Yeah.
whatever it is that I need to fix, and then pull the colors back in. And then since I have the colors in all these different layers, like each in their own section, like I even have all these the black parts here. I have
Right.
those separated into different parts.
Right. Exactly. I like that. I like that.
So if I get something wrong, it's not. I would probably still charge the extra, like at that end phase, if it wasn't my fault, if it was their fault. I would still charge the extra, but I could go back, do that, and then it's just a matter of going in, finding where the color is, and then either adding more color or taking it out. So
Right.
like if, for example, if I have something that I had to add on the gold,
Right. Exactly.
like I extended out here, I could just go in and like add it there.
Got you. I got you. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
see
it's
it.
usually not too bad of an issue, but that's why I work in layers.
Yeah.
Everything is layered up.
Yeah. No,
Every
that's smart. That way you can know what to fix. And I think a lot of people don't. Uh, a lot of people need to, especially like a lot of younger, like newer artists starting out. They need to understand the importance of layers because that helps. And that's when when I do graphic work. That right there is the easiest thing that I always try to make sure I do have layers because,
Yeah. See,
bruh.
even the shadows are on different. If I
Yeah.
hide all this, like this is just the regular, and I have it's like
Crazy.
first layer.
Right. Look at all those
Oh,
layers.
that's the
Ogres are like onions, donkey.
yeah. This last one. It's you can only really see it like in like under the chest area,
Yeah. But it's subtle, but it's good though.
and then another good thing with layers is with the jacket on, you notice that the jacket and the dress kind of they're the same color,
Right.
so they blend in. So
Ooh, excuse me.
that lets me use it to put in just a little bit of purple to separate.
Right. Okay. I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, everything's on its own layer. It makes it easy because even like if I wanted to change the color of the dress, I don't know, like a dark forest green,
Right.
it's on its own layer, one button press. It's the
Done.
color that yeah.
Yeah. Done. Yeah. I like that.
And it also lets you do like I did with these snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
There's like these top two layers are multiply layers, so they're gonna multiply the value under it.
Right.
I can just add these little details like the snowflakes, and not have to worry about because they're already shaded.
There you go. Easy enough.
So,
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I like it.
so yeah, to answer the question, if it's something it's the client's fault, you charge them the extra.
Right. Well, the question was more along the lines of like not the client's fault, but like the
How do you fix it?
the your fault. Like if it was like something that just an oversight on the artist. Like I said, and that's coming from a place of once again me being,
Right.
doing something
Yeah.
similar like this, and I've made mistakes, and I'm like, so how do you do that? Like how do you?
Yeah. So that's why I do the layers. I can just go in, change it, and then you just kind of adjust the colors and everything after the fact. Because I
Right.
actually did that with these uh, wrinkles here.
Uh huh.
With these wrinkles
Okay.
here, I originally had the dress so that it was just
Straight.
down,
Yeah.
straight like that. And then when I was filling in the shading, like it made more sense to have a couple, notches in it for the wrinkles in the clothes.
Right. That makes sense.
So you start at the line art layer. You make your edits on the line art.
Yeah.
You make sure it looks good, and then you just go to the colors and edit and fix the colors so that they match up. And yeah, it's pretty simple for the most part.
Okay.
But for like artists that do like the more painterly thing, it's a little bit more of a hassle because they tend to work with less layers.
Right. Exactly. I got you. Just something. Just something to
paint
ask.
Over and then repaint.
Something that, and I think I can also we can also kind of agree that one of the best clients to have is the ones that love our work so much to the point where it's like, you know what, go ahead, do whatever. those are the fun ones.
Kind of, yeah. Sometimes I don't like those clients because I just want you to tell me what you want, so I don't have to think. I can just draw.
Right.
Yeah, the ones that let you play though.
Yeah.
When I'm in the mood to play.
Right. They always get you when you're not in the mood to play. Those are the ones that come to you like, oh, come on, man. I'm actually wanted to do something. But H, yo, yeah, we are backspace 100. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. The AI art I post on Twitter be fire, man. I appreciate that, man. I be working, man. So you know what? Speaking of which, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get into that because that's a kind of a big topic, right? Because 13 does traditional art. I do more digital art, and I got into.
Huh? Hold on. AI isn't digital. Digital art and traditional art are two different things. What I'm doing here, this is digital.
Yes, yes, I know. My bad. To me, it's more traditional because you're doing the drawing and actually but yeah, it's still digital art. You're absolutely right. I misworded, but
I also do traditional art too, though.
So. Yeah, so exactly. So once again, I wasn't completely wrong.
I don't want to confuse people. That's all.
Right, I got you. So he does both traditional and digital art. I do more digital art, graphic design, and I got into the AI art thing, and I like it. Right, I like it, and the reason why I like it is because it helps me to because like I said, I can't draw for shit. Okay. And there's a certain style that I like. I like the from what I posted, it kind of goes along to the lines of what I like, art style wise, right? That pseudo realistic. I don't know what they call that type of art style, but you know what I'm talking about.
You mean kind of like the anime, but kind of realistic?
Anime, it's like the borderline between anime, realistic, and it can go realistic if I wanted to go that way. But if I want to do anime, I can do anime because it's like, it takes off the whole realism debate, right? That whole the realism bullshit that the SJWs love to tout so much. But
if you look up like an artist do that, I think they'd probably call it like a semi-real.
Okay.
They would probably call it
like Sakimi Chan art is another one that she does that type of art. What's his name? Art Germ is another one that does.
Art Germ is so good. Yeah, Art Germ would be semi-real.
Yeah, so that type of art is amazing, and I like that. And I personally, we talked about it before off stream before, but for those who have never heard this discussion before, let people know what you think about AI art.
I think it's fine at the base level. I think the problem comes in when you're using it to replace like the creative job, so to speak, which I guess isn't that big of a problem now because they've ruled it that you can't really copyright it, so companies don't want it. But the only problems I have is when it starts getting into like using like artist art without even asking them to create the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That part I think we kind of came to agreement. Like I understand what you mean by that part. Yeah.
If you ask the artist and you're like, hey, you mind if I train my AI with this? And they're like, sure, go ahead. And fine, whatever.
Right. Hell, even if you were if you were really smart with it, you could ask the artist and be like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna pay you
Yeah,
X
like
amount.
that's the optimal. Just pay an artist.
Pay
Don't
the
pay that guy.
artist. If you can, even if they say no, it'll be a thing. But what up,
Yeah.
Ronan? I hope you're doing well. But I personally think AI art is a good thing. I enjoy AI art, and obviously because I use the fuck out of it. I've used it for my thumbnails. It helps with it to me. It helps with making certain backgrounds, like backgrounds for my thumbnails. Like honestly, like this background that y'all see right now on the Emperor's Court podcast. I made this with AI. Okay, I did.
See,
I AI'd the fuck out of this shit.
backgrounds is something that I feel isn't would be a good use for it because like
Backgrounds, yeah.
uh I could see like comic artists or like webtoons, like the people who are doing this as like a one man thing.
Yeah.
I could see them doing what mangaka do, and I don't know if you've ever seen the process of a mangaka making a page or a
I think so.
chapter.
I think so.
They'll go out and Clip Studio Paint, the software I use, has something that kind of does this,
Okay.
like automatically. But they'll
Okay.
go out and they'll just take pictures,
Oh
like around
yeah.
town, cool place, and they'll put it to black and white, and then like basically turn to a line art.
Mm-hmm.
So it would backgrounds is something I could see being cool for people who can't afford like the extra like hands to do it.
Right.
Like that I could probably give a pass for. Like
Right,
for
because
you.
backgrounds are easy to like. Backgrounds can be anything at that point. But when
And
it
then
starts coming to people, I think that's where the bigger problem is. Where it comes to people.
when you're replacing jobs, I think is where I draw the line. I guess you could say.
Yeah, and
But
I think it comes this is coming at an interesting time right now too, if you think about it, because it's
yeah,
coming at a
with
time where with the whole strikes and
yeah.
but like the whole strikes and people allegedly not getting paid, and the whole argument of like, oh well, and it kind of goes back to the whole thing with digital art too, because people were saying the same thing about digital art, you know.
Yeah, like I think I mentioned this to you. The main difference between people saying about digital and then AI art,
Yeah,
you're not actually drawing it with AI art,
yeah,
but you're still drawing it with like I'm pressing many buttons for shortcut.
yeah. No, which is
Like
fine.
I can't hit my F key here and it'll draw it for me. It just flips my camera.
Right, right, right. I see what you mean. Yep. There he goes. He's about to.
But yeah, like backgrounds or something. Like I would use AI for backgrounds for like
Mhm.
a comic because like you can make some pretty fantastical stuff.
Right, exactly. And stuff
And
that you
I mean I
can't,
won't
some stuff that it would take, you know, months to do for backgrounds.
yeah, and I mean I wouldn't even leave it as it is either. I'd probably go over it and edit it and make changes to it too.
Right, and that's the crazy thing. Like when you look at these AI artists, a lot of what a lot of people don't understand that don't do art. Period. I think most of it comes from people that don't do art. Period. Um, I think a lot of times, like the people that do the AI art thing, and they that really do it for real, they actually they also do graphic design elements in there too. So what they've done is
Like for
like Photoshop stuff, like legit like graphic design, Photoshop elements, GIMP. They've actually done stuff like I saw this one dude that was basing something off of like a volleyball anime, and it was like a guy about to go for a spike with the
mhm.
net. So the guy actually went in there, like he drew a net in there, and basically he put it into AI. I forgot what they called the term, but like they put it in the AI to kind of like have it to kind of help it along, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
it's I
it,
know a lot. I know there's a couple. I don't remember his name, but there's this one guy who uses AI art and he photo bash. I don't know if you've ever
photo
seen somebody
bash.
do photo bashing,
That's
but
the
it
term.
is some.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just where people will take like different pictures like
Hmm.
offline or something and create like a whole whole scene or something.
Real quick,
That's really neat to me.
yeah.
And like they spend so much time on it. It always looks so cool. Like there's a guy who does photo bashing to make realistic Pokemon. And it's probably one of the most interesting I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't see the one with Pokemon, but I've seen people do photo bashing. I was thinking about trying photo bashing, but I've been just doing it off of Open Pose, and I've been doing it the more going about it the more whatchamacallit way. So Open Pose, getting poses, and letting it generate from that, and like I can even show y'all some of the stuff that I've worked. Well, some of them I can't show because your boy's been yeah. Some of them are not safe for work. I put it like that.
Yeah, I think for me it just comes down to like if you're gonna try to replace an artist, just pay the.
You know what? I think the thing if you can replace people, and I think we kind of talked about it before. Like if it's based off of artists like a name of an artist, then yeah, it needs to be adjusted to that person. If it's attributed to the person, like go in there, look at the prompt, because AI art has it to where you can look at the prompt.
Right.
And if you put in the PNG, like if I drop the PNG into the thing, it'll tell me what the prompt is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now granted, it might be where it gets a little tricky though, is it would depend on which the last known prompt or whatever. So there's been times where I've been looking for a prompt for something on some of my finished arts, but I forgot I did in painting and I did certain sections and I cut out the prompt to mask it out for certain sections, and the part that was finished was the mask part. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think.
So like if I highlighted the face to fix the face, and I put sultry face or sexy face on it, and I finished out everything else, then it's gonna have sexy face with the rest of everything else on it. So that was something that I kind of like I forgot that that could be a a caveat, if you will. But
yeah, I think the other big issue I have is the people who are for sure
the deep fakes, the malicious people.
Yeah, that and the people who are going to be using it and be like, yeah, I can draw.
Yeah,
and they're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, that part. Those. Now that part, I'm gonna agree with you with. Yeah, those, because like now the reason why, like I said, and I think we've talked about this before. Like the reason why I'm cool with it is because my personal intentions with this is not to necessarily be malicious. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see you going out and being like, art commissions $500.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I've thought about commission. Like the thought has crossed my fucking mind.
And
now I can.
It's all just like AI. Like
Oh, I think he kind of went out, y'all. I think his connection went. But
you'd be more honest. You'd be like, "This is
AI generated."
This is AI.
Yeah, and if people still want to pay for it, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you're right. Now, if I'm gonna be more honest with it. Yeah, you're right. I'll say this is AI art, but if people still want to pay for it, then I can't be mad. Like, okay, y'all, they know what it is. They know what I'm doing. Like, I've had people already be like, dude, your shit is fucking amazing. Like I'm gonna show y'all one. This is one I did with because there's one there's an add-on that started. They did it with faces now. Like you can actually add in other faces and stuff to fit, and it works across different models. And so what I did was, I know you did Dark Riddler's drawing for his OC.
Yeah.
Trinity. Right. So yeah, for Trinity. So he had somebody do AI art for Trinity as well.
It should be in there.
It's in
the
there.
Rotation, actually.
Yeah, it's in the rotation. Y'all can see it. It's in the rotation. Trinity's in the rotation. So I took
Be the
one of
swords.
I took one of his art, and then somebody did the same person that did AI art for him, his AI art. I can't remember the fucking name. Nope, I'm not gonna. Hold on, let me get the name of the person. Let me get the name. Neuron Massage. Neuron Massage. Shout out to them because they put out a dope ass art, and I asked them to do one for me for my OC Dinah, and it's fucking amazing. Y'all seen it? If y'all haven't seen it yet, y'all tripping. Y'all about to see a piece of it. So what I did, and I've been working with different forms of AI art. So, but I'm gonna show y'all one of the ones that I came up with. And yo, this shit goes fucking in, dog. Look at this. This is fucking dope. Like, this is the Trinity, the AI version of Trinity for Dark Riddler in the back. And I went with the green because that's what he did for his OC. It's like black and green, I think I want to say. So, and I did mine's is based off of my OC that was drawn to me. Shout out to Tensal, by the way, that drew.
Yeah, that was a good piece.
Yeah,
like I said, I envy people who can do simple characters and pieces. Cause that, as soon as I try, my brain's like, yeah, but like,
but think
what
add
about the over detail?
right, add this, add that, and it's like herder simple, herder simple circle. Add another circle. Add another. Oh, like they make it look so easy. And they make it look so good.
Before long, you have that one. You have a million ruffles and extremely intricate gold design.
Right, right. And this is the other one I did too. This was actually really good too. The green dress and the red dress. I actually like this one. This one's actually one of my favorites. I like this one. I like that. Those are dope. And then I got one more that I gotta find. This one's kind of based off of. This was okay. This one came out pretty good. Came out another one. That one came out okay. This is the other one that came out really, really good. This one was based off of lightly based off of Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? I like these.
But yeah, to reiterate, I could definitely see AI art being good for like making backgrounds or even like putting some random stuff in and finding some kind of concept to inspire yourself with.
Right, concept art, yeah, type shit. Yeah.
I just think if you can, I would say get yourself a graphics tablet. It doesn't have to be expensive one. You can get one for like $50 to $100.
Right.
Learn how to do a little bit of art and edit it, make it your own.
Right. Or Photoshop. I say Photoshop too also would work. And that's just my my POV. Like the people that do the photo bashing, perfect. Because they're already art minded. The part that gets me are the people
I say get yourself a tablet because using a tablet's easier to control with like your brushes and stuff. That's
true. Yeah, that's true.
You're drawing with the mouse just makes me go bald.
Hey, leave me alone. I've been drawing with a mouse too. Well, that's what I started with.
That's how I started digital art.
But yeah, I'm like, I just honestly, like I said, I honestly have no problem with AI art, and I love it because it's like it's so much fun, and like I enjoy it. And y'all seen them
with it is, just the real potential issues that could come up.
Yeah, that people that are basically like that are dishonest with it. That's gonna use it and be dishonest, and that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the big problem right there. Because hell, I use my AI art for my thumbnails. I started doing that for my thumbnails.
Yeah,
I did. Every now and then, like depending on what it is.
But again, that's something that's like a personal use.
Yeah, at least learn. Yeah, Ronan says at least learn the fundamentals of how to draw the human figure. Yeah, exactly. That way, like at least learn the fundamentals.
Like the rest of us.
Right, exactly. Like learn a thing or two. Don't be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Renown's there. Yeah, I had to restart it because fucking I don't know, some hardware issue came up. But
I'm still betting it's probably a driver being
Right, driver being stupid out the ass. Like speaking of backgrounds, right? I'm gonna show y'all one background that I did. Right here's one. This is a good one. Good one. Right. Look at this. This is the background. I think I use this one for my Gamers Paradise 6 mix video. This background right here, dope as all the fuck. This right here, I like this.
That is nice.
Shit like
you know
this.
What's funny?
That's fucking wild.
Me and you need to sit down because I can teach you how to do something like that easily.
Oh shit, wrong.
Like on your own, and probably with mouse and keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, you literally just need the marquee tool. In fact, I'll get you the there's an Instagram where this guy does like super simple backgrounds, and they always look amazing.
Right.
And like what he'll do is he'll make these really dope backgrounds, and he'll just draw like an anime character. It just looks so good.
I like that. I like that.
But that's something else.
I've been working
that I think a lot of people underestimate when it comes to art is how much character you can put into a piece of background.
And this is based off and like this is one of the other reasons too why with AI art, like good AI artists or any art, right? It comes from mental, right? This is mental shit. Like a lot of people don't understand that this is mental. Like I'm gonna go back. I'm bringing up one of my other ones. I have to go through, make sure it was safe for work. But like this one, like although the hands are a little bit fucked up here and here, right? Like the design is exactly like.
Oh, there is another use for AI that I completely forgot about now that I've just remembered.
Okay.
That I am 100% behind.
Okay.
And I bet you probably have never considered, because I didn't until somebody did it.
Okay. What is it?
2 people did this. Riddler did it, and another client came to me and did it, but I wasn't comfortable with that I could deliver what he wanted, so I recommended him somebody else. Using AI art and characters to show an artist what you want.
Like, you know what? I think I did that instinctively with Neuron Massage when I told him what my character wanted to look like. Because I showed him the animated version, and then I showed him what I tried to do the first pass before I kind of got deeper into AI art. And I'm like, hey, this is the first pass version of what I came up with. It was all right, but it didn't I didn't nail it. You know, I didn't feel like that nailed it feeling. It
does help because a lot of the times, and this is something that blows people away with my work, is they're like, they'll come to me and they'll be like, well, I know what I want, but I don't really have any references. And can you work it? You know, if I give you a description, I'm like, yeah. They'll give me a description, and then it's damn near exactly what they want. And they're like, how did you do that?
Right, exactly. Like, they didn't have so basically you're saying get the visual, like it'll give people the visual, like and also too like even going back with backtrack a little bit because I forgot because I mentioned faces. And I know we talked like the deep fake, that's the other sinister thing that we were talking about with the deep fakes. See, like even like with this attachment that I did, right? I did one for a couple of people. Well, mainly for my OC, but I started doing some for some other people. And this one is with misplaced on it. This one is like Witcher style almost. Kinda. I kinda went the Witcher.
See, you're asking for permission to do this though. That's my line.
Well, then not only am I asking for permission, like I'm showing them first. So before I'm showing y'all this, like I've already showed the original person that it was intended for this first. So like let me find another one. I'm gonna find
this line art's coming out really.
It is. I like it. So like hold on. Let me find some other ones that are based off of
neck bit. I can speak. Fix this guy's thick ass neck real quick. See, and this is another thing. Like, again, like being able having AI art to show an artist
Yeah.
something, and it doesn't even have to be exact. I'll tell you this now: if you can get somewhat close, and like you give them a visual, and you're like, okay, I like this kind of pose that they have, or this hair is really cool. Can you do that? But I don't like, this or this. I'd rather have this or that. We can make this happen for you.
Right, exactly. Like I did this one for Sylphie, right? You know what I'm saying? I did this one for Sylphie. This one came out really dope. Not even gonna lie to you.
See,
this was based off of
honestly, I didn't even think it looks. I don't even think it looks like her that much.
no, it's her face. I could tell it's her face because this is based off a pose that she did. It's literally based off that pose is exactly off of one of her pictures, and this is why I used open pose for this, and it definitely because it was one of her more recent pictures when she started like dolling up a little bit more, and I was like, oh, okay, well, all right then, shit. It hit the the creative thing.
Sophie is like adorable without trying.
Right, exactly.
And it's weird because I found out fairly recently, like it was a while ago, that she has some Asian in her, and I didn't realize it until she said it. And then I'm like,
oh,
you know what? I can see it. I can see it.
That's what it is. Yeah, can't show that one. That one's not safe for work.
I'm telling you, I have this built-in Asian detector.
Not the Asian detector.
Tell me I'm lying though.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I got. It might be that I hang around him a lot, but I got.
Right, it's the Asian detector. Oh, he said. Like I did a few for Chrissy Victory too. Actually, that
Oh yeah, that one cosplayer.
Yeah, the cosplayer one. I've done a couple of those. I'm trying to find the one that I did for somebody else that I shown. I've done a couple of self-insert ones too that I was trying to test out. Y'all can't see those. That's for grown folks.
The adults are talking.
Yeah, gotta go sit at the kitty table, boys. This one's actually one of my favorite ones too, actually, unintentionally. This one right here is one of my favorites. The one in all white.
Mm-hmm.
The white jumpsuit in the snow and shit. This just came out. This came out really good. That's one of my favorites. I'm trying to find the one I did.
Here, real quick.
I'm trying to.
Want an art tip?
Huh?
Would you like an anatomy art tip?
Sure.
All right, make sure my screen's up. This one's gonna be interesting. This might even help you with your AI stuff. So you're pointing out. So when you're drawing anime, it's like a simplistic version of a real person.
Right. Okay.
So even if it's exaggerated or stylized, you still have to have some kind of understanding of anatomy.
Okay.
And there's one place that gets a lot of people.
Okay.
It's this area here.
What's
like
the hands?
The hands is nobody understands. It's that neck and shoulder area.
Oh yeah, the neck and shoulder.
This whole. Let me get a nice red. It's like this area here.
That gets okay. People. Okay, I see what you mean.
So there's a few ways that you can kind of figure out how things go. So like you have you have this muscle in your neck that comes down like this and it attaches to your collarbone, right?
Yeah.
So notice when I put that there, it looks weird as hell.
Right.
Like it belongs there, but it looks dumb.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So when you're drawing this part,
okay.
So here's your neck, right here. There's his neck.
Okay.
So if we take his neck and we draw a circle where it attaches to the bottom,
lips,
that's a little bit off. I'll have to fix it. But so that's where it would attach to the body.
Okay.
So to get this shoulder part, you want to continue off the circle. and then draw it so that this point meets in the middle, where your middle of your torso.
Huh. Interesting.
And that will give you like this area here, but then when you want to do the collarbones, so your shoulders are here, collarbones will go to about the point.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see it. So
when you're placing the collarbones, they'll be like I have them here in the green, and they don't look, but it would be like here, and now that we know where that is, you take somewhere around here and go up slightly, and this will give you, like here when I do it with the black, it will give you not that. It will give you the that intended.
Huh. Interesting.
With very little lines, and then for the pecs, you can just.
That's interesting.
A little. Just one line will do, and if I hide this.
That's interesting.
The job of an artist is to lie to you with a flat surface.
Right, exactly. Speaking of which, this is one of my older ones. Other ones I did. This is actually one of my favorite ones I did with Misplaced.
Would be a dope bust piece right there.
That bust piece would be clean. But this is the one I did with. This is the other one I did with Misplaced. One of the first ones I did with Misplaced that she liked. I based this one off of Smite, since she plays Smite.
Yeah, if you want good stuff like that, look up Anatomy for Artists and Anatomy for Sculptors, because there's really interesting things that you don't think about. Like, one thing is your arm is pretty much a chain.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'll let you describe that, and then I'll draw a little diagram. Okay.
Right. So, what the arm is a chain or the picture?
With the arm as a chain thing.
So basically, like, I don't like because I happen to have my screen on the other screen, so it kind of like looks like you can whip the. Okay, yeah, it makes sense now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of like wacha, So when I pimp slap a bitch, I'll be like hacha. Let me stop. I'm stupid, Phil. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. But real quick, this one right here. This picture right here. This was one of my favorite ones that came out with Misplaced. That I showed her, and she liked it actually. Liked it a lot.
Yeah, I remember you posting that one.
This one came out really good, like amazingly well.
And see, it's like I was mentioned before, if Misplaced wanted like an actual art piece or like an anime type thing,
yeah,
she could take that one that you made for her, bring it to me, and be like, "Hey,
right,
draw
exactly,
this."
right, exactly, yeah, that'll work. And then I made another version of this too. Like I made this one too. This one came out really.
And I'm in full support of that, because, like, I'm lucky enough to be able. I mean, something interesting that you're probably going to want to talk about after I say it.
Okay.
I have aphantasia.
Aphantasia. Talk to the people. Tell them what that is.
So, if you close your eyes right now and you picture an apple,
okay,
like in front of you, I'm gonna assume that it's probably vivid enough where you feel like you could probably reach out and.
Okay. Yeah. Kinda.
Would I be correct in that?
For the most part, yeah, kinda.
If I close my eyes and imagine an apple, I don't see anything.
Damn.
So it's
like not even a shape of an apple, like, because
I can kind of get like a very faded kind of shape, but aphantasia is kind of like a spectrum. So some people, they can imagine it and it looks so real that they could reach out and grab it and eat it.
Right.
Others, they can't see anything.
Like shit. At all.
Yeah.
Misplaced says she doesn't know. Misplaced says she doesn't know what your prices are. 13. He can definitely Discord. Hit him up
Yeah,
on
you can
Discord.
shoot me a message, and if you're interested, I was just using that as an example.
Yeah, it was just an example. But if you
I do have a spot open there. Please hire me.
yes, hire him, please. Hire him.
But yeah, so I decided to play Life on Hard Mode and draw, play music, and write stories.
Yeah.
Being dyslexic and having absenteeism.
Wow.
So I can't read really.
Wow.
But I'm gonna write a book, and I can't see anything in my mind. But I'm gonna draw.
Right. I'm gonna draw something for you. So I tried doing this one. I showed Chrissy Lovem for y'all. I showed Chrissy Lovem this one. This one came out pretty good. I based this one off of Fortnite because she likes playing Fortnite. But I based this one off of that one. This one could be a little bit better. It's just
like that. That's pretty dope.
It is. She did kind of like it. Like that. For me, the face kind of threw it off a little bit.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite clients I've worked with too.
Nice.
So you probably remember I drew her in like
yes.
not a Hugo.
Yeah.
Gear.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I've also done. I did a little Asian one, but this one was like a little too thick for 13. He didn't like the thickness.
Hey, it's just not my cup of tea.
He didn't like the thickness. He didn't like. And then a lot of my AI art is also.
If the hips were just a tad bit smaller, that'd be like perfect.
Right. So a lot of my AI art too, for those of y'all that don't understand like where I get a lot of my like poses and stuff from, once again, I gotta remind y'all that I do graphic work. So like I have a lot of pictures that I've kept for
the spank
graphic design. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm not even gonna dope. You know what I'm saying? No. For the graphic design, and then like there's certain pictures that I've taken for like some like when I had my other camera that I've taken. And matter of fact, like I was working with other people that said that was cool with it, of course. So like what I did is, so I got like a lot of the poses that I have are based off of like pictures that I've either downloaded or I've taken at one point and another, at one point, some point, somewhere down the line, like for me doing graphic work. So some of the poses, like I can either, with AI art, you can have it set to where you can either do open pose where the AI will try to figure out the pose, and you can also edit the pose. I haven't got to that part where you can actually fix the pose itself. Or they can do what's called like canny, like a canny, which basically does like the hard edge of the person's body or whatever, and it can get the pose directly from there. But it'll also take everything else too.
Yeah,
like
Clip Studio has something similar to that for the 3D models. You can like scan a picture and it'll try to pose it the best it can.
Yeah. And
this doesn't get it perfect, and sometimes you get some interesting results.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. So, and this one actually is, I based this off of, I forgot what pose I had it on, but this is off of another cosplayer that I know. I actually had it on Strip Club Chronicles a while back. Blasia. And this one's based off of Jade from Mortal Kombat, since she likes Jade. She cosplayed Jade. She did a pretty solid job with a Jade cosplay. So I was like, let me go ahead and I put that in the prompt, and it came out really. I think it came out really good.
This will surprise literally nobody who knows. Jade was a crush.
Okay, yeah, I believe it.
And
I believe it.
In the horribly cringy live action ones.
Oh jeez.
Yep. I don't care what anybody says. Those movies were fun.
Yeah, no, the first one was good. The first two was pretty good. I just didn't like.
They were like the actual so bad they were good.
Right. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. So GG Pretty, shout out to GG Pretty. I did one of these in Overwatch 4. She plays Overwatch. I did this one loosely based off of Overwatch. I just like I said, this is when I first started messing with the faces and stuff like that. So some of the faces didn't come out completely all the way, but this one, the face came out better in this one.
I do like the face in that one.
Yeah, her face came out, because sometimes with AI it fucks up, like like you would think it would fuck up the you would think it would fuck up the like if for somebody from a side view, it will fuck up the face because I know my OC her face is based off the side view, so you would think it fucks up. It would have a higher chance of fucking up the face, but it actually comes out pretty good. But this one, the face came out really good on her. So shout out to Gigi Pretty. I told her like I said,
it's mainly because like it's AI. It's not a person. So it doesn't really like it takes the information and creates an image with it. It doesn't really understand what it's making.
Right. It just like here. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Like I tell people all the time, computers are stupid. Like y'all don't understand. People think computers are so smart. No, they're stupid. They're just highly efficient.
Yeah. Like an artist would like. I'm sitting here drawing this, working on the code.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, well, this is the arm. This is the sleeve looks like, and it's got a button here, and it comes in
I like the hair color.
That comes up here.
Right.
Right. And I think, okay, this is a square thing here.
Right. Draw this
here. Yeah. Right. So I mean, it's kind of like that kind of.
Right. Exactly. And I think that's what that is. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like I like I said, it's I when I do it, it's personally when I do it, it's not that big of an issue because it's not that type of party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I've zero. I mean, I think I even told you I have zero because you're mostly just having fun with it and using it to make your workflow for videos easier.
Yeah,
it's the one man team thing I was talking about, like with Monica using it for backgrounds.
Right,
you're using it for thumbnails. I mean,
right, exactly. Yeah, no, and like I said, if somebody wants to pay me for it, sure. Like as long as they know, like they'll know it's AI art, like because I'll tell them. But if they don't, if they're cool with it, then that's perfectly fine.
I think a big thing too is like, I'm sure you'd probably more understanding if you're like, well, it's AI art, and they're like, I'm not really comfortable with that. Like, yeah, I get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I just don't trust a lot of people.
No, and I don't blame you or anybody for like not trusting anything or I don't see like shots like this, like, and I gotta show you the shot like this one. I like the action shot. I did an action shot for this one. This one came out stupid good. Like this one came out stupid good. It's a little, now that I look at it, it's a little anatomically incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be like an action shot.
Yeah, there should be a line on the leg coming.
Right, there should be, and then her arm is hidden a little too well.
Yeah, that one and stretching the back.
Well, yeah. And then this one was another one too, because for some reason this one kind of gave me like the vibe of looking at a cover for like a video game cover, like those old video game covers where they had the NES covers with the fighting,
the ones that were like overtly like 3D looking,
right? And then the game looked nothing like that. Mm-hmm. But it was to get you to look at their game, but like this looks like one of those, but like of course
64.
Right, but like I was like, yo, like this is dope as fuck. Space like sweaty thighs be like, yeah. I got some ones like I have to post some in my Discord, but I got some that are not safe for work. This one's actually one of my favorites. Actually, I like this.
I got a friend who's been posting spicier stuff for her. I might.
Like this one's crazy. This one's wild. I like this one. But hey, it's fun. Like it's done in a manner that to me that's like fun, enjoyable. Like I said, if people want to, I could use it as a hustle if people want it. But
see, I think I told you if I were to make money with it, it would be something that like I'd be making for myself too.
Right. Exactly.
Like I've always wanted to get like some of those like cute animal stickers and stuff.
Right.
Like a fox, a frog, and like an owl and stuff, and make like stickers and stuff out of them.
Right. Right.
Like I wouldn't mind putting something like stickers up for that, or
Exactly. Yeah. No. I remember you telling me that. I remember you telling me something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that one. Yep. That was a good one. I think this one's another one of my favorites too. This one, because this one's based off of a picture that I've downloaded, and it was a really good picture. The pose was amazing too. Like the light was amazing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go find that picture and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna find that picture because it is a little risque, but it's good though. A little on the risque side because y'all know I work in a strip club, so yeah, it ain't no fucking secret.
By the way, after the AI part of the talk, if you don't have anything else, I know a
You said you know a couple of what?
couple of topics that might interest people. Art.
Okay, yeah, we could do one more. Yeah, we could do a couple more, sir. But yes, while y'all here, y'all go check out 13. If y'all haven't already, go check him out. I will be linking him in the description. And you guys want art from 13? Good, some good high quality art, as you guys can see over here, right here, right over there, in this little corner. He'll get you right. Definitely will get you right. I'm trying to find this damn pose that it's under. I think
Especially
it's
if you're
under
looking
stock.
for waifus.
Yes,
Waifus I can draw.
yes. If you have a waifu that you're trying to make, he will definitely get you right. Bring on the waifus.
See, this section here, I'm gonna have to figure out.
Bring
I don't
on the
think I
damn
have anything.
waifus. Bring on the waifus. That's what we all say. Where is? I think it's under stock backgrounds. No, is it stock? No, stock models. Here we go. I gotta find it. I gotta find that picture. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it before I start doing crazy shit. I don't want nothing to pop up and be like,
Hopefully,
"Oh,
my line artworks here is being interesting enough for.
no, this is perfect. Hey, it's perfectly fine for me. I don't. If folks got a problem with it, they can suck a fat one.
Because drawing in real time is boring.
No, drawing is fun. So this one's based off of. So this pose that y'all see here, right? AI art here is based off of this here. Like this pose is a fucking amazing. Like everything about this picture is fucking dope. The pose is amazing. The way they captured it, the light in the background, her outfit, the shoes. Yes. This is fucking dope. So I had to like canny that to fit it to fit the what I was going for here on this one. I like it though.
Yeah, what you could do too that might help your poses.
Yeah.
And you said you have a drawing tablet.
I do have a tablet, yeah.
Okay. I would plug that in, and then when you're taking something that you want to use the pose for,
Uh-huh.
take like black or something dark enough to be like an outline, and then trace around the edge of the pose the best you can.
Right.
Like so that it actually looks like the leg or whatever you're like a leg and the correct body parts. And that might help the AI find the edges and pose better.
Find the edges. Like I got pictures for days of poses, like stock poses and stuff like that. Some of them are like on the risque side, but yeah.
Dude, I've got poses and
This one's actually one of my favorites. Actually, this one right here,
brushes and stuff I forgot I even had.
right? This one's actually my lock screen on my phone. I like this one. This one came out good.
It's pretty dope.
I like how the neon part, like the sun behind her, the sun like thing behind her, the light right here, fits perfectly behind her head. That was like perfect. That was perfect. Like legit perfect. I was like, yeah, I gotta do that one. I gotta keep that one. I gotta save that one for the bank.
Yeah, see, backgrounds is something that a lot of people overlook. But I'm telling you now, if I showed you a few different artists, I think you would agree that the background is just as much part of the style as the character.
Mm.
Like, if you look at, I'm sure for those looking at this, my images that you have scrolling on the screen,
Right.
my backgrounds are usually like a simple shape
Yeah.
with some kind of simple scene in it,
Right.
and that's usually contrasts the character in front. Like the most recent one, I literally have the moon
Yeah.
behind her, kind of framing
Right. The background is
part,
just as
part of
important.
the character. Yeah.
The background is just as important as the character. Yeah. That
Hmm.
I've noticed that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
And
I
I always used it to frame the character in a certain way too. Again, the most recent, uh, it's the rectangle, but it also has a circle in it, so it has that very Japanese kind of feel because they use a lot of like, rectangles with circles and
yeah.
designs because the whole rising sun thing.
Right. Right.
And then probably my most popular piece that I've sold is the Spirits of the Cherry Blossom, which is the girl in the
Mm.
kimono with the fish and the cherry blossoms.
Right. Okay.
I use the cherry. It's the composition is a triangle.
Mm.
Next time it comes up, take a look at it. It's literally a triangle. You have cherry blossoms on two sides and like the night sky and the circle coming off of it to create almost a square, but it's mainly a triangle. What I saw.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, the cherry, but yeah, I see it. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but that's important as an artist. That's important to have because it's like for some people that they could care less. Like the backgrounds is also sometimes for some people it's one of those things where it's like with music. Sometimes like it's if it's good, it's not noticed.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's
Yeah.
bad,
No.
you see it. If
No,
it's
that's exactly it. Because if it's good, it's complementing the piece and it's drawing your like again, the newest piece. You see where I have the moon?
yeah.
It's literally center mass, right under her face.
Mm.
So you have the white being like the contrast from the black shirt and the dress.
Uh-huh.
So the white of the moon, the black dress, and then it kind of brings you up to the face because the moon kind of stops there and goes into the face, which is a pale peach color.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I'm using that background to kind of frame character.
Got you. Got you. So this is good art stuff. Yeah. Y'all need to pay attention because even when whether you're doing AI art or not, like, and I think that's the thing with AI art too. Like that's why I'm cool with AI art because it's like it doesn't make a difference whether it's AI or not if you just don't have the ability to if you don't have the ability to manipulate or to use it in the way that you need to, you're gonna have a tough time, right?
Yeah,
If you don't
you
know
have
what
to have
if you
the eye
don't
to know what you're looking at.
exactly if you don't know what good art is, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what good art is, then or if you don't like art and you're trying to get into AI art to own the artist or whatever, then you're not I think you're gonna have a tougher time with somebody that does get into AI art that knows what good art is and that has an eye for art that maybe per chance may have a tough time drawing, or may not be able to draw. That's the other thing, maybe physically uh maybe a physical debilitation that might prevent them to be able to from drawing. You know what I'm saying? That
Yep.
could be another thing that could be in favor for AI art. But if you are a person that's just like, oh well, I'm just doing this AI art just to be stupid, then if you don't know what good art is, you're gonna have that problem. Like if you don't know how to frame certain things, like if you don't know how certain stuff looks, you won't know how to you won't know how to get good poses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Like this one.
if you don't understand the like, here, give me a second. I'll bring mine out the whole pose, and I'll bring up the old one too because
Okay.
the pose in the recent one that I did, it's pretty good. If I may say,
Gotcha. Take your time.
I can draw. I didn't draw that line. All right. So like for this pose, I'll go ahead.
All right, let me take this off.
So this pose, I mean, it looks simple enough,
Right.
but I wonder if you can tell that something feels, because there's two things that are wrong with it.
Not off rip. What's up? The arm kind of looks a little.
One of this arm here is too short. This part's a little too short.
Talking about the okay, because I was looking at the arm that's covering over, that's going up to the chin. It looked a little kind of.
This one.
Yeah.
Well, this one's coming forward a little bit.
Right.
So this is going to be a little shorter because of the shortening. So here, if I do this, it'll probably look better.
Okay. Gotcha.
That make more sense there?
Okay. Yeah.
So this one, the elbow's here, and I need to make it look more like it's coming forward. When I do that, the side. The other thing is the head is a little too big.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You did kind of extend the head a little bit too. That was I saw you do that earlier.
Yeah. So when I kept that in mind, and then when I art. I shrunk the head down ever so slightly.
Right.
You can see the lines. Like there's the back from before.
There's
the other side. And just that little change
makes it a whole lot of difference. Yeah. A whole big difference.
And then the not the video. We want.
Take your time.
So this pose. Again, we're portraying the characters. When you're doing a pose, you want it to portray the character's personality.
Right.
So this character is a little more regal,
okay,
royal almost.
All right.
So you have this straight kind of posture with a very like small little tilt.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
You kind of get this feeling that she's like floating a little bit.
Right. She's regal, but it's almost as if like, especially
regal
with that,
but playful.
Like that pose, kind of like that little playful pose, like she's like interested in wanting to meet you and stuff like that. Type.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
And then, yeah, so like it's not super hard to see, but like you can tell the body.
Yeah.
Then she's kind of stepping forward. This one.
Okay.
And arm come back here, and then she's got this one kind of like holding arm back here. So
right.
And the relaxed shoulders. So again, when you're working on poses, you want your pose to kind of make sense to the character.
Right.
Like her head has this little tilt. Like it doesn't look super tilted. But if I zoom in here and make like a line straight down, it doesn't line up. But if I go this little tilt, and it just kind of portrays like the playfulness.
Right.
So I mean, the pose adds a lot to the characters. It's like if I told you that this character was mean, angry, and hates everything, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right, you wouldn't believe that shit. Like I wouldn't believe that shit. I'm like, bro, stop lying.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you want the pose to mean something to the character.
Right, exactly. I did it.
And again, It's the
Speaking of
same
poses,
thing. This one.
speaking of pose, I got one right here with the basketball pose. That was hard to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one was a hard pose to get because to get it right with the. This is without me going in and having to do the extra, oh, let me draw into stuff like, yeah, I think I can need that one. Like that, this is actually.
And see, that's another bonus with working with an actual artist too.
Right.
We'll sit down with you and figure the pose out and get it right. You don't have to
right, do
what do I
multiple
gotta
passes.
type into what what do I gotta type in to get that to fix that thing?
Right, and then or open pose. Like honestly, like I said, that's why I like using the open pose thing on here because it works, and it's actually gotten a lot for me. Like I said, once again, y'all know, like I said, I don't do this out of any kind of spite or anything. So like I said, it's not. Like I said, I when I look at this, to me, it's like it's another tool in the arsenal for me. I think. And especially, I've seen artists use it, and I know companies will try to use it. Especially artists that are in those companies will use AI to train, to make things a little bit easier to ease the workflow. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we've already kind of crossed that threshold of AI art being used in a way in other places. You know what I'm saying? It's just that to me, it's always been what's the intent behind it.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that's
always going to be the thing. Like there's nothing wrong with AI art, but it boils down to what do you intend to do with it? What do you intend to make with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how are you going to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this right here, I ain't released this bad boy.
What are your intentions with my daughter?
Pretty much. Pretty much every time. Like this one looks like a good movie action shot. Like I like this one. I just realized there's supposed to be more rain here. Fuck. What the fuck did the AI do? But like I like the background on this actually. Especially that sign in the back, the way it looks like, and then it's like an action movie in the back. That shit's dope as hell. Shit's dope. I love it. It's to me it's the composition. Like that's what it is.
Composition's important. See,
that's
with that one that you just showed, I don't know if you realize composition works.
Say that part again. Yeah, I don't know if I realize what.
The one that you had up, do you realize why so well?
Let me go back and look. Let's go back to it.
Because there's a science to why that works. Because that's, in fact, I actually just explained it to you not too long ago with the newest commission I did.
Oh, the background. Yeah, you talking about the same background concept, right? Okay.
So
yeah.
you have a light source framing the upper part of the body where you want everybody to look.
Right.
The face is almost always the focal point. And then you have the lights that are coming from that acting as like a rim light, kind of pop her out of the background.
Right.
That's why that composition works. Plus you have your buildings going into the vanishing point, which takes your eye and moves it into the character, and that moves it up.
True. That works. And I think I forgot what they call it. I think this was like a perspective shot. I'm gonna have to use this more often actually, because I want to make more shots like this.
Yeah, that looks like a 1-point perspective.
Yeah. Got a couple more 1-point perspectives that are like, yeah. Let me see. And I did one.
That's another thing you should definitely try to learn is perspective. That's super important.
This one goes hard. Once again, I think it's the same concept with the background, with the lighting and stuff like that. Yeah, and this time it kind of works a little even a little bit differently because you got the lightning here, you got the light in the back, you got the lights on the buildings here. You know what I'm saying? You got the people that are vanishing. Obvious AI people, especially on the right. That type of shit. Yeah.
even no background, by the way, no background.
Say that part again. You said even no background. What?
Even no background, like if you just have a character on a white background,
Yeah, that works
it's
too.
still a background.
True. That's true. But yeah, I would just like.
It just depends on how the artist wants you to see the character.
Right, and like I said, it goes back into the perspective of things. I think, and the mentality, the imagination. Because like, don't get me wrong, AI art is a good thing, but it doesn't replace it doesn't replace the
The
mental.
human spirit of the piece.
Right, the mental,
Or
the
of art in general.
perspective, the all of that, and I think that's what people need to understand. And I mean on both sides of the argument. This is for people that are for, people that are against, like, because I've talked with a couple of artists and I showed, for example, the one with Blasia and Jade. A couple of artists kind of, I felt, I'm not trying to be funny, but like I felt like a couple of people in there that did the art, they kind of felt like a certain type of way. Because one of the things that they were saying was like, well, I'm not really a fan of AI art type shit, and some of their artwork wasn't, I guess, some of the artwork was okay, was solid, but it wasn't as good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I guess it was one of those things where they were probably, I guess it probably made them feel a certain type of way or something like that. And I'm like, me personally, that's never the thing, right? I'm doing this, like I said, I'm doing this from a place of admiration. If I put your face on one of these things, you know what I'm saying? It's from a place of, especially a female, attractive female, like, yo, that it's definitely from a place of admiration. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But some would say it's thirst, but like, I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, if I do have that attraction towards you, I might as well put it towards something productive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just me personally. So that way it's something that's productive, and it's not necessarily me just, being thirsting after you. It's just, hey, look, this is, a perspective of you. This is this is how I look at it. Like I said, it's not necessarily to shoot my shot per se. But at the end of the fucking day, it's like, bro, like, it's not done maliciously. You know what I'm
Yeah, as
saying?
long as you're not trying to creep on people on it too.
That part. There you go. Thank you for saying it. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I just couldn't think of the word to say it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to be creepy. Like, yeah, the thought crossed my mind several times. Like, but and I think that's what any person, like, you see an attractive person, the thought crosses your mind. Like, it is what it is. And I think right now, especially socially, we've gotten to the point, because I saw, like, while I was looking for poses, I shit you not, I forgot what site it was, that I was looking for poses where, uh it was a site, I think it was something based off of BuzzFeed, and that's how you already know it was some fucked up bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it was like, there was like, oh, super, it was, I was looking for superhero poses, that's what it was. And they were like, they took these superhero poses that were on comic books, and they had women that were like not that attractive try to replicate them. And then what they try to do, they try to take it a step further and be like, oh, if we were to edit these women, this is what they would look like to make them fit that. Please respect, natural women and blah blah blah, whoop de woo type shit. I'm like, bro, if y'all don't shut the fuck up, please. This is why we're doing AI art, because y'all look, we might as well do this AI art shit while it's with attractive women while it's legal. Because God, they want us to sit up here and like, I and I mean this with no disrespect, right? And I say this with no disrespect because I know somebody's gonna probably, that's looking or gets to this part, if they decide to get this part, it's gonna take this part out of context. Like, look, okay, we men are visual. Okay, we like what we like. Period. Okay, just like how women can sit up here and like a man with a 12 pack and like and drool over men that are drawn in this strong fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have the right to drool over a woman with an hourglass figure, huge booty, thick thighs, whatever the fuck we want, high heels, whatever the fuck. We have that right. Okay. And I think that's the problem. I think that's been the biggest issue right now over the past few years, has been the attack on the male gaze when it comes to art. I think that's basically been the biggest problem right now. It's the attack on the male gaze.
I mean, hell, I draw things that I think look cool. Even the dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more fun.
Right. You draw something that you enjoy drawing, like, or that you enjoy looking at, and I think that's the problem. Like, that's the problem that people are not getting or understanding, that we're doing this, like, we're going off of what we want to see or things that we like for the most part. Like this right here, like this one. This is dope as fuck. I like this.
Appreciate it.
I was talking about the AIR too, but yes. Wait, oh shit. But yes, this, like, your pose, what you're looking at right now, like what you're working on, I like that. That's dope. I like that.
I mean, it's not even complicated. It's pretty simple.
Exactly. But, that would be okay. And, some, females would be cool with that because, oh, I get to drool over that. But then I put out I put out something like this. And this is going for the male gaze. Well, I'm sorry, the bitch ain't got like hairy armpits and shit. Like, the fuck? I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna stop because that's getting into me roasting people for their stupidity, and I can do that pretty much all day. I don't need.
I'm gonna have to reference some clothing fold.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to. But yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and get to showcase some of his art. And I'm gonna be doing more of these, y'all. For those of y'all that don't know, like I said, I've been wanting to do more of these. The podcast with just talking with people, having conversation with people. That's what the Emperor's Court podcast, I believe, is about. Getting to talk with people, meet people, and friends that that are doing things. That are doing things.
Yeah, I'm glad to be part of it.
And I'll be already. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Oh, you're good. You good?
Oh, this is an hour ago.
There's one thing I'd like to bring up art-wise. It's not really
Go for it.
hot topic-wise, but I think it's something important that, like, if somebody random is a kind of, I know Spades is gonna know about this. Yeah. That's art style.
Okay.
People want to start drawing, and they're like instantly, I need to have something that's, or they go straight to trying to figure out what their art is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the order that you should.
Okay. It said it's not the order. Okay.
So if you're freaking out about the art style that you have, just start learning basic anatomy, perspective, color theory, or at least basic color theory. Learn the rules, and then you break them to figure out your.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, I'm just now settling in to an art style. Like, you can see it from that last one I did. Well, even here, I'm gonna pull that up. Actually, because
yeah, Space said it. Yeah, Space learn the 101s before stepping out of the box. Yup.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And I know he would know because he's kind of settled into like his style, like when he's animating.
Right.
Because he's very consistent with it.
Yeah.
But this is something I think so many people try to rush, or they don't uh, really do it in a way that's gonna get them a healthy kind of art style to work from.
Right. Okay. I see what you mean.
So these are all three from the same person.
Okay.
This was the first one I did for
Mm. Okay,
I mean,
that's the first one. I think you remember. Okay, so that's the
yeah,
first one. Okay.
because I was complaining about these fucking ruffles.
Yeah, the ruffles.
But I ended up nailing it. I think I did pretty good on that.
Yeah, you did. You actually yes. That is.
At least I exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, no, you did good. You did really good.
So just a few things that I'm going to point out. You can see how there's going to be some things that stayed the same. So the hair is kind of super saturated. The skin is like the usual, like my like default pale anime girl kind of skin tone. The
Right.
Now here's something I end up keeping, and you'll see how I'd shade like this breast area here, the bottom of
Okay.
it, and then I kind of erase some out. So like you have like the darker
Mm.
line and like
Okay.
the lighter, this
Yeah. I
lighter
see what you
area
mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
through here. And then I don't really excuse me. I don't really define some of these like folds. I just kind of shade them in.
Mm.
And that's how I started sort of this style that I have here. And it's very like straightforward, kind of like the typical anime style.
Okay.
This was the second commission I did from that same person
Yeah, same person with the. Yeah, you were telling me that one was the one you were telling me. Yeah, with the. Oh man.
with all the extra machinery details. And I'm not good at mechs. This was,
Right.
but you can see I still keep this kind of like shade it and then erase some out, and I keep some of that, but you can
Right.
see my colors are a little bit more muted.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
can see it here in the hair where I've kind of erased some of the shading
Yeah.
to get that more of a almost like an etched look.
Right.
But my colors are a little bit more consistent in this one. And then this was the newest one. Colors are completely consistent. I'm still doing, like you can see on the jacket here, where I've shaded it in and then kind of erased some.
Right.
But also, I need to bring
Oh.
the actual file so I can show you the line art. So I did something a bit different in this one than I did the other ones, and I started using to kind of define the shadows a little bit more.
Okay.
Background here. Now, if I hide the colors, you can see I have like hatching like in the hair,
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see that now. I see what you're talking about.
and it's crazy because you see it here, and now were to hide that, huge difference, and there's not even any color or shading.
Right. And this is just a matter of like you figuring out your style and settling in and just getting different things done. And that's also good that you get commissions too, because that way it gives you a chance to learn. So and get to
It forces me out of that comfort zone.
Yeah. Me, I'm kind of like I don't mind not having getting out of my comfort zone. Of course, my thing is like I want to have a comfort zone first to kind of get into before I can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times I think that's where like kind of like goes back to what we were saying earlier, going to getting the 101s down, before you start stepping out of what you need to, stepping out of the box. You don't. How can you think outside the box when you don't even know what the box is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
kind of like,
exactly. Yeah.
like once again, like not to like make light of your condition, like, you could, when you say you close your eyes, you can't see apple.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like
Yeah. I can't.
that's a
I
lot
have
of
a
people.
hard time picturing in my head.
Exactly. So if it's the same thing with a lot of people that are trying to get into this that don't know any of that shit like at all. Like,
Hmm.
they're kind of like that in a way, proverbially speaking, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
they're coming into
Yeah.
art, they just they see this and this, that, and the third. I want to get into it, and then it's like, fuck, oh, I want to make art style. I want to have this art style. I think this is my art style. But then, okay, well, you don't even know about basic anatomy. Well,
Yeah.
these people do this, that,
Exactly.
and the third. Well, they know basic anatomy, so that's why
Yeah.
they
They
can
know the rules,
draw
so they can work them.
exactly the
That's
cal.
why I can. That's why I can draw the nose like I do.
Right,
It's 2 lines.
people can. That's why like the cal art, like people will, and much as we give the cal arts uh people shit, they know, well, for the most part they know basic anatomy, so that way they can contort the body a certain way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's the same thing. Like if you don't have an idea of what you're getting into, you can't, or of the basics, you cannot. You can, but it'll be a harder time for you.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Exactly. Like here, I'll point out the things that are like super different between this and that one. Like this one's just basic, straightforward shading, lighting,
Yeah.
all that. But over here,
I left my water all over you.
one of the big things is if I zoom in on the eyes here on this one,
Uh huh.
average, basic kind of anime eyes. And this one, I've kind of outlined more, and I've given it a little bit of a character instead of just like a black pupil.
Right.
Another thing is you can see the texture that I have over this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Big difference. Big difference.
So if I pull out, it looks more like it's on paper. The other thing is, again, this the hatching. If I were to get rid of it,
Uh huh.
and this is another reason why. First of all, I like the way it looks.
Right.
So if I get rid of it, it's kind of flat almost.
Right.
Like the shading's there, it looks fine. When you add the hatching, it pops
Right.
so well. And then again, I can get rid of the color.
And it's still there.
And the line art stands perfectly fine on its own.
One thing,
So
part of the art
you can look at it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
like
part of the art that people don't understand. It's like the line. If the line art doesn't necessarily do well on its own, then you're gonna have a hard time coloring it, basically.
Right. But like, again, you look at this and this area down here.
Right.
You can tell. You can tell that this all here is in shadow.
Right.
Because of how this hatching is here. And then this part is darker in shadow.
Right.
Because how I have it hatched.
Right, and you've done it, and you've already kind of worked that in, and it's like people don't understand. Like I think that's the part that people don't understand when it comes down to a lot of the art stuff. Is that, like, even with photography, being art, like there's certain things that's already have an idea of how to set things up. It's not always just take the picture and it comes out good. It's there's some degree of thought that goes into this stuff, and a lot of people. I really wish people would that may not be art minded at least understands that part, because I think if they do, I think if a lot of people understood that, they wouldn't be so anal about a lot of this stuff. Like, oh well, you're just drawing lines on paper.
Yeah,
I'm like, but at the end of the day, this is stuff that actually, a lot of stuff that we have starts by drawing. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like art has helped us with a lot of stuff, like the houses that we live in, the computers that we have.
Everything you see in your daily life was created by somebody who could draw.
Yeah. Yep.
Like another thing with the hatching is how I do this thing where I have like I shaded and then I kind of erase some of it out a little bit to get like that line.
Yeah.
The hatching kind of solidifies that.
Right. Yeah.
And it just adds the extra dimension on.
You're right.
And here's here's the kicker.
Okay.
Right? Let me get rid of those.
Kick me.
This character and this character are the same character.
Yep. Different. Yeah, they look different, but yeah, it's the same character.
It's the same character, and it's literally just the way my style has fell into itself.
Yeah, and I mean I think that's a part of the evolution of growth. You know, everything is going to be different.
Yeah,
and like you're
and
gonna evolve.
how quick I got to this, because it's like
this
one's fine.
That was a few months ago, actually.
Yeah, might not even been that really.
That was definitely
2 months at most.
Nah, it wasn't 2 months ago. It was a little bit longer than that. I want to say it's a little bit longer than that because I remember you showing me that. I remember you showing me a little bit of the process too while we was talking about.
I could probably get on and look at when I posted it, but either way, like this one's fine.
Yeah.
But the colors feel a little off.
Right.
The red's too saturated. The color that I use for the darker shading on the skin looks fucking awful.
It looks fine to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
you tripping.
It doesn't land well. Like if I go onto this,
yeah,
like under the neck here, this looks a lot better.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Than this dark, like it's a little muddy.
It looks like a different, like it looks like different styles though to me. Like to me, it comes across as
fair.
Okay, different style. Like this is somebody else's version versus or a different style of art. Like you're drawing this in a more I don't know. I don't know what kind of style right now, but you know, you get the point.
But like the colors feel like they're more sitting on top of each other. They're not really.
Yeah, they're not blended. I see what you
mean. The red's super saturated. I wasn't like from the thing you can see on the color wheel really on that right side, but if I come over to this one,
yeah, okay,
it stays more controlled, and the black I didn't do much to split it up like I did with the purple on the chest part here, and then
okay, I see what you mean. I see what you're talking about.
The metal feels, I don't know, I'm not a fan of how I did the silver in this and the gold, but over here the gold looks so much better.
Right. You feel more comfortable with that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like it just overall the piece just falls together better than this one.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
And it just feels like I've more got it figured out. Like I said, that one's fine, but this one I think
that one's better. Yeah, like okay, yeah, I'm
100% better.
Okay, fair enough. I see you. But yes, this man's out here working, grinding. Love it. But yes, y'all go check out 13, man. Appreciate you for coming on, man. It's definitely a pleasure. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up here in a bit. So just want to say that 13's I gotta let 13 work on his commission, man. I ain't trying to hold him up. Gotta make that money, man.
Yeah.
Gotta make that money.
Keep an eye out for the EP coming out.
Yes. And speaking of EP, we're gonna be next time we talk with 13, we're gonna be talking music. So that one's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about music and especially more along the lines of K-pop. So
yep, K-pop discussion part 2.
Oh boy, that one K-pop and that one's gonna be K-pop, and then there's gonna be more also music too, because that way we be talking more about your EP. We're gonna be talking about other things as well, musically and stuff like that. But yes, we will definitely be talking about K-pop. We'll be definitely had in that discussion. Yeah. But
for sure.
But yes, if y'all want something from 13, y'all better go hit him up.
Hit me up. I have one more spot in this round of commission.
Right, this round of commission. One more spot. Uno más. Help.
And I mean,
help this.
I'll post.
Gotcha.
But usually I'll take 5 commissions, do them, and then I'll just keep myself from getting overwhelmed.
Right. Yeah, take a break in between. No, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. I gotta tell y'all this one art piece right here. This one's from I Panda Kai on Twitch. I forgot I did this one because she saw my basketball. She saw my basketball one I did, and she was like, "Oh, I want one." I was like, she was kind of scared to do one. I was like, "Nah." I was like, "You good? Don't worry about it." I was like, "I'm gonna make sure you straight." I came out with this one. I was like, "This one came out good."
See that that gets me every time when I see AI art.
What?
The dead giveaway is the damn belly button.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what?
AI art.
The belly button in this one is actually better too. Like this one, like right here, it's not tucked in like we talked about the last time. See, this one they got smart and they actually got the folds in the dress. They got the fold. Actually, now that I think
It
about it,
seems like every time I see it, it's like the belly button's a vac sucks in it.
right, right. But this one is actually not as
Uh,
bad. It's not as bad. Like it's not like this is tucked into everything. Like I remember you telling me that.
but see, now that I told you, you're never gonna understand. You're never gonna unsee it.
Yep,
You see it every time.
yep. Until they fix it. Until they fucking fix the shit.
Yeah, the line art on this one's pretty much done. I'm not gonna be working too much more on it.
I did
The
Yo, how you
roughest
doing? Hope
parts.
you doing well. Welcome in. But yeah, we actually about to end
But yeah,
everything right now.
the hair was the hardest part of it.
I believe it. I believe it. Especially with that hairstyle. Fuck yeah, that shit was fucking that looks like fucking
Honestly,
work.
it wasn't as it wasn't hard. It was more tedious because the let me get my bright red here. Give another little quick rundown before we ended here.
Okay.
The What was nice about this, and I noticed this when I was uh looking at the hair on the reference here,
Okay.
they sectioned it off pretty nicely. So I was able to essentially take it and like this part is a section,
Okay.
this part is a section, this part is a section, and then this back part is a section, and then the pony.
Okay. Section. So it's sectioned off. Okay.
So I was able to split it up pretty well, and it wasn't that big of a. But one thing with hair, and all over this is a good idea for anybody who does draw, and for some reason the hair feels like it's like coming from places out of nowhere.
Okay.
You notice you probably noticed that on parts where the hair meets, like here,
Uh-huh.
here, here, it looks like there's like a little, like I don't even know how to explain it, but like that's how the line would be,
Okay.
and it feels like there's more there,
Mm.
like filling out the space.
Okay.
That's something called ambient occlusion.
Oh yeah, the ambient. Yep.
And what ambient occlusion is if you take your hand and you make a fist or close your fingers together,
Okay.
between each finger you'll see some black, almost like an outline. That's ambient occlusion. It's a space that you can see that light can't get to.
Right. See. 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 See.
And that's all this is.
Legit.
If I shrink my pen here a little bit.
Yeah, it's basically drawing that an ambient
So
occlusion
like
in.
if I go so if I do this,
Uh-huh.
obviously this hair is like this.
Yeah.
You can see that, but it kind of looks like it's just coming out of nowhere. So if you go and just fill in a little bit and then smooth out this line back here,
Okay.
and zoom out,
Uh-huh.
it looks a lot smoother.
Mm. Okay.
And it sets it up in a way where you're kind of shading before you even get to the shading part.
Right. The line once again, the line art's doing the work, doing that work
Yeah,
for you. Good
yeah,
line.
exactly. And you can do that everywhere. I tend to go back and do it later because like there's these little spots like here that I'll come back and
Right. You
I'll
just try
clean
to
them up.
clean up and do the rest later.
Yeah, but like parts like here, you can go and add a little bit there because that's where the finger folds over. A little
Right.
bit here. In any place that like connects with something, like you can do it a little bit there. You don't want to overdo it, just enough to kind of
To sell it.
show. Yeah,
To sell it and show that it's there, basically. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Okay.
And if you draw or work on anime, no, to bring this up again because it fits. But if you're drawing and working on anime,
Yeah.
the face should have the least amount of shading.
Uh-oh.
This part should have the least amount of shading and detail. Because if you add too much detail, it starts to look up.
Okay. I see what you mean.
So if you notice, there's just a little bit of blush. You can see the kind of like the reddish thing.
Right. I saw that. Yeah.
And it kind of comes here, and then the only real shade under the hair, and then like places like under the nose.
Right.
Something else you don't see is there's no hatching whatsoever on the skin.
Mm.
So that adds another contrast to where it separates the hair from the face.
Right. Okay. That
And it
makes
lets
sense.
the face pop out more so that your eye goes straight to the face. But the simpler you make the face, the more cute and attractive it looks.
Mm.
So again, that's why the mouth, there's stuff. It's literally 2 lines with a little bit of ambient occlusion on the corners of the mouth, the nose,
Right. Just simple,
2
like simple
lines.
shit.
And then, I mean, you could, realistic, you don't even need the lip line.
Right.
I've been doing it forever. It just happens.
Right. It's a habit at that point. It's a
And
habit.
then for eyelids, you don't even need these. But I find that it gives it a little character. Like you can see the top.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a double eyelid, I think they call it.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
basically, on the face, I don't hatch. Use like extreme colors, and I shade very
Mm.
so that, and I'll shade more like on the neck of the thing. So this area, skin, it would be darker, and that's again to frame the face.
Right. Exactly. That makes sense.
And when we
Okay.
were talking about composition, you have the composition on this one simple. You rectangle,
Mm.
which keeps like this portion of her end frame, and then you have the circle here, which brings the attention up here. And you'll notice, I was trying to explain this earlier, probably just show you.
Okay.
The moon here
Right.
lines up with the eyes.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. It does.
So it brings, so like when you're looking at it, it's going to be the face. It's the,
Right. And this is just stuff like you wouldn't be like, unless you're like really a artist, like you wouldn't be like, oh, the composition's perfect. Like if you were a
yeah,
regular
you're not thinking of
person,
it.
it's just it's there. Like it works.
Mhm.
Huh.
And it, like when you first look at it, if we pull it out, the first thing you notice is the face because it's pale, it's got that peachy color, and it's the lightest image.
Right.
And I mean, your eyes come down and you kind of look over the detail. That it brings you down here, and your eyes follow the square back up
Right.
to the moon, which brings you right back to the.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, that's the composition. And then you have the two. You have a triangle.
Right.
and then you have that inside of a triangle with a circle.
Right. That's
Is
crazy.
another arrow that points up.
Right to the face.
So again, there's a bunch to art. It's not just pick up a pencil and start drawing.
Right.
Like once you start getting into it, a lot of that. I mean, it becomes that.
Right.
Like when you're starting, it should be picking up a pencil. Then you should start learning all of it. Eventually, that's kind of happens.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, people just need to understand that. Like I think once, like I said, it kind of goes back to what we talked about. There goes ties in everything with the AI art and everything else. It's like we are not, like especially with people that are artists that are art minded or that are into art. They understand this stuff. So it doesn't make a difference what you're using if you don't, whether it's digital, traditional, AI art. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you're just doing this because it's just the easy thing to do, or if there's no interest in it, you're not gonna have a good time. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not gonna have a good time.
Like you'll make something where like the shading looks nice or pretty.
Yeah.
And you post it, and you don't understand why a bunch of people who know what they're doing are laughing at you.
Right, exactly. You think this is
It's like her belly button is sucked in. She has 12 fingers.
Right, but I like the picture though. The picture looks good to me though. Like there are times where I just don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are gonna be times where
no, that's fair. But it becomes it's just my style meme.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So your style is to draw people with 12 fingers. Okay. So you like aliens. What the fuck? You like aliens and shit now. Okay, bet. But no, like honestly,
it becomes 3 in the stink. Or
right.
3 in the pink. 4 in the stink.
I mean shit. NASA would like to have a word with you then. If that's the case, if you like aliens. But yeah, y'all go check out 13. And appreciate y'all for coming through today, man. I appreciate everything. Once again, we're gonna be doing more of these podcast episodes with talking with people, having one-on-one conversations. The thoughts are distorted on purpose. Right, Prince. Right, Prince. You know where I'm going. Yeah, it was done. I meant to do that type shit. Like, Prince okay, right. You meant to do that. You've been doing this for how long? I've only been doing this for a week. I meant to do that. Like, bitch, you shut up. You don't know what you're doing.
Hell, I'm to the point where, like, if somebody says something looks weird in one of my pieces,
yeah,
I will literally write that down.
Right.
Like, legitimately, I'll write it
down.
Does it look like this?
Right.
Can I fix it? Am I stupid?
To me, it depends on who's, like, even when it comes out to like, me and my music and stuff, like, I've got to that point where, like I'll take some notes sometimes, but like sometimes like I can't. You gotta be careful who's saying stuff, because sometimes people will just say shit just to say shit, and they'll sit up here. Oh, well, your art sucks because your art looks like this. That your art looks weird. Why does this look weird? And then they turn around and they over here liking fan art of people that draw like 12th graders.
Yeah. More like 5th graders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concern trolls. Yeah.
Exactly.
Concern trolls. Yes, Prince. You got it. But like, I feel like honestly at this point, like I said, we're gonna be doing more of these one-on-one conversations. That type of stuff. We'll be doing more of these, having episodes like this. I'm gonna be talking with a few people. I'm gonna be catching up with people actually that I've been telling that I was gonna do these for. That I've been wanting to do these for, and we finally got. Now that I got the space to do it and got the time, I just gotta get the timing down, and we're gonna be doing it. So people like Riddler, Ace of Spades is gonna be on one. I'm gonna have to drag him on one of these.
Please just make the entire thing just bringing up pictures and having them roast people.
Yo. We'll probably have a segment of that. We'll have a segment where we just sit there roasting the fuck out of people. But before we get into all the roasting, I want to make sure people know who he is first. I don't want people to think he's an asshole off the gate, because he's actually a dope ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Ronan's gonna get in here. H, if he wants one, we get in there. I'm gonna talk to a few people, get a different, give her different viewpoints in here.
Yeah, you just kind of messaged me earlier like, "Hey, you free?" And I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." We'll do it live. Let's go.
Hey, hey yo, let me not. Cause y'all for real, hey, it's because you from New York. That's what that is. You got that New York in you. It's that New York shit. Hey yo, what the fuck?
Gotta get the Arby's guy to make a commercial for Ace. So we've got the meat. Just be like, dun dun dun. He's got the mints.
Yo, I'm gonna talk to like Miss K. I'm gonna get the homie Miss K on. I'm gonna get Disparity on here. There's a couple people that I want to talk to. A couple of cosplayers I want to talk to. I'm also still doing the Strip Club Chronicles, y'all. Y'all know that's probably gonna come. I might do that tomorrow, actually. Strip Club Chronicles, where I talk about some stuff in the strip club. Because the next one I'm gonna be talking about is I'm gonna be revamping the customer etiquette. I'm gonna be revamping that episode that I talked about some months, like actually some years ago. I'm gonna do my thoughts on customer etiquette, on what you should be doing as a customer. If you guys want to talk about that, of course, answer some questions and stuff like that. We're gonna be getting into it. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
prep your K-pop questions too. So when he has me back for that one, that'll be interesting.
Yes. When I have him back, like I said, next time we have 13 back, he is going to be talking. We're gonna be talking music, and then we're gonna have K-pop too. Cause yes, he apparently knows a thing or three about K-pop.
A thing or four,
or five, actually, thing or five. Right, but yes,
no, plenty.
But yeah, y'all get y'all questions ready for 13. You could, if you want to hit him up about art, he knows a thing or five about art, and a thing or six about music as well. So,
yeah, I mean, commission work. If you have it, I have one spot open. If you have questions about art, or I mean, if you need help with music, whether it be mixing, mastering, whatever, I mean, hit me out.
Exactly. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I appreciate y'all. Prince,
Thanks
where
for
you at?
having me.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. I told you we was gonna get it. Told you it was gonna happen. I told you. But yes,
Well, I believe it.
I will be back in my throne. I like this little picture I made.
I'm telling you, you need to get yourself a green screen and just make it look like you're sitting back there.
Right. I like being on my throne and just chilling. In my court. You are now tuned into the first court. Maybe I might have a few court jesters in this bitch. Some of those SJW court jesters. We can have them, let them talk and make them.
I hear there's a good one about 23 miles down the road.
Shut. Good night, everybody. Yo, I'm not about to play with you, okay? We're not about to have that. I'm gonna talk to you off screen. We're talking off screen. That's. You will be disciplined. The emperor
I'm
will.
a menace.
The emperor will deliver harsh discipline.
I have a good one,
on this one. Yo, I'm out of here, y'all. I can't. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out.
The dynasty.
Oh, buddy.